Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. In this week's reading vlog, I decided, because I've done 2 weekly reading vlogs now in a row, I don't want to keep filming the same thing, so I thought I would put a twist on this weekly reading vlog and do a little challenge of reading 100 pages per day, because if you've seen my previous 2 weekly reading vlogs, you'll know that I'm kind of out of my reading slump now, which makes me so happy. So I'm very, very happy, but I don't want to go off that train and not read as much, so I'm going to give myself a challenge this week to read 100 pages every single day this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, because I haven't got too much planned this entire week, so it should be doable. And although I'm out of my reading slump and some nights I am reading over 100 pages, some nights I am not. So if I can make a consistent trend throughout the week, that'll be brilliant. The 2 books that I'm reading this week are both library loans, which is also why I want to try and read more this week, because I need to return those library loans. The first one is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am 100 pages into this already. I started it over last weekend, so if you want to know my initial thoughts, then check out last week's reading vlog. But I'm 106 pages into this one, and it's 428 pages long, and I actually need to return it tomorrow. So I definitely need to read 100 pages and more tonight and tomorrow to get this book done in time. And the other book I would like to read this week is another library loan, and that is The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. This is a library loan, and I also have the audiobook out from the library to read conjunctively together, basically. So those are my 2 reading plans this week. Hopefully I can get them both done in time, because I have had The Inheritance Games out of the library before and then I didn't manage to read it in time. So hopefully I can actually read it all, 100% of it, before returning it to the library. So fingers crossed for me. And I will keep you posted once I have hit my reading goal for Monday evening. Yay! Yes, I managed to renew The Inheritance Games for another 7 days, so I have less pressure to finish it tonight and tomorrow before it kind of got given back, but I managed to renew it, so woohoo! I just got to the 210 page mark, which means I've read 100 pages of The Inheritance Games tonight, and it's definitely getting more intriguing as I get deeper into the story. I know it's a trilogy, so it's going to be like a slow burn in terms of discovering the mystery and figuring out what all the clues and all the puzzles are and what the characters all are playing a part of. Definitely intrigued, definitely keeps me on edge. I love how short the chapters are. It makes me very, very happy. I love a short chaptered book. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but yeah, I'm now 210 pages into it, and I have officially started to borrow the audiobook of The Great Circle as well, so I definitely need to start that tomorrow before the week is up. So that's the update. I'm glad on day 1 on Monday I read my 100 pages, because if I didn't have that target I definitely wouldn't have read as much tonight, because I wasn't really in the mood. But then as the book got more and more exciting, it kept me reading, so a tick for that one. And I will see you in the morning for day 2 of reading 100 pages per day. I will set you down somewhere. Hi guys, it's now Tuesday evening, it's 7:30. I've been spending the evening so far making dinner, eating dinner, and also sorting out some YouTube background things. Very exciting, hopefully things to come in the near kind of future, which I'm very, very excited for, but I've just been doing that and got very distracted by that. I am still determined to read my 100 pages today though. If that's going to happen, I don't know, because in 15 minutes Bake Off is about to start. But what I was going to do is, before Bake Off, I was going to read a little bit more of this with the audiobook, and then during the ad breaks of Bake Off I will continue with my read of Inheritance Games, which is on my phone. So that's the plan. I'm not going to keep rambling for too long, because I do want to get some good 10 minutes of reading in before Bake Off starts with the audiobook of this. So that is that, and I will keep posted on if I can actually manage to read 100 pages today. Fingers crossed. I didn't read anything during the Great British Bake Off, so I have about 100 pages to read, and it's 9:15, so wish me luck. I fell asleep listening to the audiobook of Great Circle last night, so I don't actually know where I got up to, but I definitely didn't read 100 pages. When I put the book down and started just listening to the audiobook, I was on page 60, 70 something, 71. So I read like 40 pages yesterday. However, today is going to be a good day for reading because I am commuting into London. So I have an hour train journey there and an hour train journey back. So if I read for those 2 full hours, I should get a lot of reading done. I'm not going to be taking this chunky hardback with me. I'll just be reading Inheritance Games. But even so, if I read a lot of Inheritance Games, I could almost get it finished. So I have high hopes for reading today. Yesterday wasn't a great day because I was busy doing like other things and reading wasn't kind of like a priority. And Great Circle is very, very dense and I don't really know what's going on. A lot of it's going over my head. But I'm just so intrigued by this book. Everyone says it's amazing and I just want to give it like a fair chance. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and figure out where I've got up to before leaving to head to the train station, and then that's about it. I look like an egg, literally. Don't mind me. I was gonna say Thursday evening. I wish it was Thursday evening. It's Wednesday evening, and I've just been spending the evening reading because I didn't really read as much as I wanted to on the commute to and from going into London today. But that is fine because I've had a really cozy evening listening to some ambient sounds and reading The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes in my dressing gown. So I have now read over 100 pages of that today, so I'm now on page 325, which leaves me exactly 100 pages to read tomorrow, and then I can get it done. So I'm in really good stead to finish that, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I've kind of got past the stage of like the introductory bits and like the setting of the scenes and setting up the characters and figuring out how all the characters are linked. Like I've got past all that kind of like world building and kind of setting up all the characters, and now like all the things are starting to happen, like all the actions happening, all the plot twists are kind of coming in to start, so you can kind of start thinking about things and what's going to happen, who are the suspects. And so I'm really enjoying it. It's very much a page turner because the chapters are so short, which I very, very much appreciate. I love short chaptered books. So yeah, I'm excited and intrigued to see how this one ends because I'm aware obviously that it's a trilogy, so you're not going to get answers by the end of this book. So we shall see what happens. I'm going to leave it there tonight for the Inheritance Games. I'm going to take a bit of a chill break now. Maybe I'll read some of Great Circle before falling asleep, but today in London was a very full-on day, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to read before falling asleep because I'm getting tired already. But I'm glad to have read over 100 pages today, a tick in the little goal that I set myself this week, and I'll keep you posted. It's Thursday now, and more excitingly, I just read my 100 pages for the day, or just finished reading my 100 pages for the day, and I just finished The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I really, really enjoyed it. Once again, not a 5-star worthy book, but oh my god, I had so much fun reading it. Once I kind of got into the groove of it, I cannot wait to read the next book. I'm so intrigued. Yes, you could leave it there, like the first kind of big plot twist kind of wrapped up, but then you're left on a cliffhanger for the next kind of big plot twist and what like clues and stuff are going to happen. And if you've read it, you'll know what I'm on about. But I'm so excited to read the second book. Definitely kind of want to try and get the physical copies of the books now. Now I know I like the writing of Jennifer Lynn Barnes and I want to continue on with the series. So hopefully I can get the physical copies soon. That would be amazing. But yeah, oh my god, so good. Really, really enjoyed it. So that was the 100 pages read for the day. Tick. Finished the book. Tick. I'm going to chill for a bit before attempting to read Great Circle. Attempting. I don't know if I actually do want to waste my time on this book. I've been looking at reviews and stuff today and I'm just a bit like, do I want to waste my time on it? I am intrigued. I kind of want to know what people are on about, but also like there are so many other books I'm more excited for, and now I'm in the reading mood. We only have a couple of months left of the year. I just feel like I would want to spend my time elsewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some more, listen to more of the audiobook, try and get my teeth into it. And if I can't get my teeth into it, I will probably end up DNFing it. But I want to give it like a little bit more of a chance. So we'll see how that goes. But I have read my 100 pages for today, so I could finish reading if I wanted to. But we'll see where the evening takes me. But yeah, Inheritance Games. So good. If you're thinking about picking it up, pick it up. It was so good. Really, really enjoyed it. I don't know if this is going to be in my reading 100 pages per day vlog or a different vlog. So if this is a different vlog, hi, it's probably a random vlog that you're probably watching right now. If not, I haven't read anything today, just to let you know, if you're watching the 100 days, 100 days? Wow, 100 pages per day vlog. Anyway, I've had a really shit day. Not been there mentally, not had a great day. However, this parcel arrived on my doorstep and I know it's a booktube kind of book related parcel because it says RachelCerys on the front and my surname is not Cerys, if you didn't know. I have been in contact with quite a few people at the minute for some really exciting parcels, so I'm really intrigued to see which one this is, but I'm going to open it on camera anyway because I am just very excited to see which one it is, what's going to happen, who is it going to be, what book is it going to be. I don't know, I'm so excited. If I can open it, that'll be a good start. Okay, I'm in. Try it, there you go this way. I'm in. I don't want to look, Yeah, okay. It's In Case of Emergency by, I think, Porna Bell. This is a new release that's just come out that Penguin Random House kindly sent me, which is so exciting to say, like, what the hell. I was so intrigued by this synopsis. It's basically about a girl who wakes up from like a coma or something. She's had an accident and she wakes up and her ex-boyfriend is by her side and she's very confused, but her ex-boyfriend was her emergency contact and the last emergency contact that she put into her phone was her ex-boyfriend, and it's basically about that. It says, surprised to be told she has a near-fatal accident outside work and confused as to why her ex-boyfriend is by her side. Belle's HR records still list her ex as her next of kin, but she can't think of less appropriate person to nurse her back to health. But who she can turn to in the crisis, over-invested parents, a sister whose life has turned out pretty perfectly, friends she exchanged dates woos with over cocktails. If this experience has taught Belle anything, is that she should reconnect with the most important people from her past. But that's going to be easier said than done because Belle has never been good at asking for help. But she's doing just fine on her own, isn't she? And it sounds so good and I'm so excited. So thank you so much, Penguin. Oh my god, it's a stunning hardback. Thank you so much, Penguin, for sending me this book. I'm so excited. So excited. I love that. So the person I was in contact with at Penguin is also called Rachel, and she wrote, "Dear Rachel, hope you love it. Rachel K, bracket, so people don't think you send post yourself." I am going to keep this forever. I am so excited. This has like truly made my day because, not gonna lie, I have been on the verge of tears for a lot of today. And this is just made me so happy. So yeah, thank you so much, Penguin. Yeah, I just don't care. I'm 93 pages in. I just tried to sit down and read a little bit listening to the audiobook and I just don't care. I don't really know what's going on. The jumps in times are just really confusing me and I don't care enough to try and conquer this 600-page book when I have just got out of a major reading slump for the majority of the year and I'm finally like feeling like I've got my feet back on the ground with reading. There's no point me trying to stress read this book because obviously there's a deadline with the library, with the audiobook and this physical copy, both are from the library. There's just no point stressing over trying to get it done in a time frame when I just have no motivation to read it, when there are other books on my TBR that I'm so excited to read, especially the one that Penguin just kindly gifted me for review. So yeah, this is a DNF. I still haven't read 100 pages today. I've read one page today. It took me one page to realise that I don't care for this book anymore. I've tried, I've given it my best shot, but it's just not for me. It's not what I thought it was going to be, and I'm over it, to be frank. So that means I need to pick my next read, and I think it's going to be an ebook on my phone because I have a couple of ebooks from my October TBR that I want to get done. So I think I'm going to go for a nice easy YA, and I'm going to start Watch Us Rise by Renee Watson because I do really enjoy her writing. So I think that is a very good safe bet for me to start next. So I'm going to start that, which makes me excited, whereas trying to read this was not making me excited. So that's the update. I doubt I'll get 100 pages read today, but I'll get a little bit read, and that's the main goal. It's not the main goal of the vlog, but in my daily life, just reading a little bit every day. That's the main goal. In this vlog, obviously, it was to read 100 pages a day, but I'm rambling. It is now Saturday, and I'm at Mark's house, and yesterday I didn't read 100 pages, but I did read 70, and I started Watch Us Rise by Renee Watson, which I'm really enjoying, and I am now, because I've read another 60 pages today, so I haven't read the full 100, but I'm sure I will. So I'm now 135 pages into Watch Us Rise. I'm always over halfway into it, so making good progress, and I'll keep posted. It's now the next Monday and I'm here to wrap up the vlog. So just a little rundown. Saturday I didn't manage to read 100 pages, but I did read 60, which was the last time I read was after I updated the vlog. And then Sunday I did manage to read over 100 pages to compensate for not reading 100 pages on Saturday of Watch Us Rise by Renee Watson and Ellen Hagen, I want to say it's how I pronounce her name. And this morning I managed to finish Watch Us Rise. So in this vlog, not technically, I finished 2 books. Now a little rundown of what I thought of Watch Us Rise. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I love the messages in it. It basically follows our 2 main characters, Jasmine and Chelsea, who go to a school who is very kind of regimented on the fact that everyone needs to take part in some after school clubs, and Jasmine and Chelsea are part of 2. Jasmine is part of the acting after school club and Chelsea is part of like the poetry writing after school club, and they start to get like some racist and negative comments kind of said towards them and said at them for being so passionate about women's rights and being a feminist and these kind of social justice issues, and people start taking the piss out of them, and they decide that they don't want to be part of those clubs anymore, but they have to take part in one after school club due to the school's rules. So they decide to create their own club for the Women's Rights Club, and it's called Write Like a Girl, and they start kind of creating a blog and write their own poems and speak their truth on the things that matter most to them, so equality, feminist issues, racist issues, and they start to like drum up a lot of noise in terms of that, and it's just basically about that story. Just trigger warnings though for cancer and grief and death in this book, because Jasmine's father does die during the process of this book due to cancer, so if that is a sensitive topic for you, maybe avoid this book. But I really enjoyed it. It got political in parts of the book due to the info dumpiness of some of kind of the speeches that the girls kind of spoke about. However, I learned a lot in this book, and I learned a lot in Renee Watson's last book regarding that character and that plot, and I learned a lot again in terms of through Jasmine and Chelsea and their social issues. So I really enjoyed it. I do recommend it. I love Renee Watson's writing, so it always felt like the book was really fluidly written, even though it's written by 2 authors. So yeah, overall a lot of praise for this book. Really enjoyed it, and now I'm on to my next read. I'm not vlogging this current week because I have a lot of like end of the month content to start bringing out, TBRs, monthly resets and all that sort of fun stuff, bullet journal content, so be on the lookout for all that sort of fun stuff, and I will hopefully be back with another weekly reading vlog soon. Let me know what you read this past week. If you enjoyed it, what did you rate it? Let me know. Let's chat in the comments, and without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.